The St. Thomas Aquinas Weekly Update, where we connect you to the parish community as you experience the presence of Christ.
Hey, what's up? And welcome to the St. Thomas Aquinas Weekly Update, week of June the 9th. I'm Brandon Barker, and I'm joined with Leilani Freitas, Evan Swindle, and Isabel Keith. What's up, guys?
Hey,
what's up?
Just hanging out.
Yeah, it's the summertime
It's
now,
the summer.
officially.
It is the
Thank
summertime.
goodness.
And things change sometimes in the summer. It gets Texas hot, which is hot. But just sometimes I know for me and my family, I mean, like things shift, school transitions, and there's just a lot of things going. There's more traveling and just hanging out and stuff like that. And so we thought that a good fun fact for this week would be, what is your requirement as a Catholic if you're traveling and aren't close to St. Thomas Aquinas on a Sunday or other holy day of obligation? Do you still have to go to Mass?
Is that a trick
Yes.
question?
Yes.
No. It's not a trick question. The answer is yes.
The only answer is yes.
The answer is yes. Yeah, but what if I'm on a cruise ship and it's a Sunday and
Guess what?
You taking a priest with you.
Yeah.
totally.
That's where you invite
actually a
your
lot of
best
cruise ships and things like that.
priest
And because of that, I mean, they
do have
they do.
Yeah, I mean,
In the
they have
chapel, right?
Mass and and stuff like that. But yeah, so no matter what the situation is, I mean, and I remember at one point thinking obligation. I mean, that sounds like something like you have to do, and it should be something you want to do. And it's like, yeah, but it's kind of like sheep have wool, right? They don't get to choose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're a sheep, and sheep have wool. And so as Catholics, like, what do? I mean, we go to Mass, like we connect with our Lord and the source and the summit of our faith, which is the Eucharist. And I remember Father John, we were talking about something the other day, I think it was right before Pange Lingua, and he was just reminding me, and I communicated it to everyone before we got started, that, I mean, what defines the local parish community is the celebration of the Eucharist, right? I mean, like, that is what defines us primarily as Catholics, as a parish community, is that celebration of the Eucharist, that, again, the source and the summit that everything else connects and flows out of. Why? Because it is Jesus Christ himself, and that's how we connect to God our Father through him in the sacramental life. So I know that's a lot, but it's one of those, that's just, again, a reminder of who we are as a people, right? Collectively, as a parish community, as a church, but as individuals. And so, again, sheep are sheep, so they have wool. And so that's the obligation. It's
Right.
We've signed up for it. And so then we're obliged to do so. So it's a positive obligation, right? And not seen in a negative sense.
But I think it's also like good to know that, I mean, most of us know this, but no matter where you go, our Mass is the same no matter where you go.
Like
So there
around the
shouldn't
world.
be like an excuse for that. And if you don't understand it or that, like, you could find the readings online and follow along that way. So
Yeah.
there shouldn't really be something that's holding you back if you're in a different country and you don't know what they're saying or time-wise. But
Yeah, I mean, like, just especially traveling, I mean, websites like masstimes.org that, I mean, everywhere in the country, I mean, like, they publish stuff. And I know that that's just part of when we do travel, visiting family or something like that.
You plan.
That's what we'll do. Yeah, we just plan. Why? Because we know that that's who we are and what we do. And so it factors into the planning. Like, we don't do certain things because it would interfere, or we just map around it because primarily, first and foremost, we're Catholics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we love Jesus.
Yeah.
Do.
We do.
Yeah. Speaking of the summer, do
Yeah.
y'all have any summer plans? Anything exciting happening?
I mean, I'm going to summer camp. I don't know about you though.
Yeah, summer camp.
Summer
I will be at
camp.
summer
Summer
camp.
camp.
I'll be at
Summer
summer camp.
Yeah.
You should be at summer
It's the
camp.
highlight of the summer, guys.
It is.
Okay.
It is. And there will be Mass there, so you don't have to worry about it.
That's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
Wow. I'll be going to Florida with some of my brothers and my husband. And we always stay with my grandparents, but they just moved. So usually we have a church that we go to, but now we get to find a new church.
Nice.
So I am very excited.
Exciting. Florida will be good. Brandon?
I love Florida.
We are going to go to visit some family in Houston
Nice.
and maybe go down to the beach.
Yeah.
The beach.
I don't know,
So- Yeah.
That'll
but
be
yeah,
good.
that'll be one of the travel things that we're doing this summer. Looking
That's
forward
fun.
to it.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm going to the Eucharistic Congress, so
What?
I'm excited about
Okay.
That needs some sound effect in the background.
Let's do this.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm excited. I don't really like fully know what to expect, but I know it's going to be good because obviously it's centered around Jesus.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that and all the talks and meeting people and just being a community. And yeah, like it's cool. All of us are coming together for like Jesus.
Yeah.
So,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Would it be mass there?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay. Just
good.
making
Yeah,
sure.
I was worried for you.
definitely.
That
Yeah,
was-
that's probably like the highlight of the whole weekend.
I was
So
gonna pray for you. if not,
yeah,
but
yeah,
Shifting gears a little bit. That's awesome, by the way. Thanks for
yeah.
that's a good question. Thanks for asking that and sharing. What's going on at St. Thomas Aquinas this
Yeah.
week? Because when we get into the summer, things shift. I mean, there's always so much like organic things that are going on that aren't on a calendar, but
Right.
there's a lot of the official things that take place during the normal kind of calendar school year, let's call it. In the summer times, it just kind of takes a different,
Yeah.
approach.
it just kind of shifts and it's not as active.
Yeah.
far
So
as the calendar.
speaking of that, and the Eucharistic Congress and Revival, that VBS starts Monday, June 10th, and their whole theme is "Come to the Table," and it's kind of centered on that Eucharistic Revival. So if you signed up for VBS, show up at 9 a.m. at the lower school. I heard that they had to move it down to the lower school. And then on Tuesday, the same thing, 9 to noon, VBS as well too. Confessions from 9 to 10, and then the Legions of Mary later on that evening from 6:15 to 7:30 in the library, and then Mass, as we keep speaking of, at 6:15 on Tuesday.
Yeah. Wednesday, they will also have VBS at the lower school, and then Mass will be taking place on Wednesday as well at the normal time. Thursday, it's the Feast of St. Anthony of Padua. So that's exciting. Come to Mass at 8 a.m. There will be confessions that day as well, and VBS will be going on Thursday too. So,
Yeah. And then on Friday, we'll have our regular Mass at 8 a.m. And then all the Saturday Vigil Mass will be going on. And then as well, the Sunday Masses will be going on as well. But like Brandon and Evan said, over the summer, everything kind of slows down and all the ministries are taking a bit of a break. So with that being said, I just wanted to remind y'all to follow the socials. If you're looking for more of a community, ways to get plugged in, that is such a great way to get plugged in. We're posting a lot of the homily clips and then reels, and then we'll just be posting throughout, like highlighting ministries, or it's really those reels. I think it's great to have something to pray with from your parish each week.
Yeah.
So if you read those, they have like little prayer prompts in them. So make sure to give us a follow.
Yeah.
yeah.
And also check the website and bulletin, because over the month of June, the daily masses will be moving around from the sanctuary to probably around St. Anne's or something.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
as
So-
they're doing the organ and
Yeah.
kind of getting that going. So some things are kind of fluid, and so just being sure to check the website. I mean, because that's the most current information and stuff will be there, even if it changes from day to day. Yeah, I was going to ask something, but I forgot, and I think we're probably at time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was a good week. We talked about the summer.
VBS. Oh yeah,
Masses.
I know what I was going to say
Oh.
is pray for all the families and the young people at
Yeah.
VBS, right?
Yeah.
And so there's always things and people to pray for, but one reason why we bring about these things is to communicate to our parishioners of things to pray for.
Yeah.
And so that's why last week when we were talking about, like the transitions that are going on, or this week about VBS or some of these other activities, man, I mean, like we're a parish family, and whether we're there physically, helping run something or participating in it, or we are financially supporting it, and that's how we're there, or prayers, or all three, or whatever it may be. I mean, there's a lot of different ways that we can support one another, and prayer is one of the best ways that we can support and help out the home team. So be praying for our parish and our leaders and our families, and for protections for our marriages and our families and our children and godchildren and all those that the Lord has entrusted to our care in some capacity. And pray for VBS, man, that God would do great things in the lives of the young people and those that are putting it on, that they would draw them ultimately closer to the heart of Jesus Christ. Because as a parish family, right, our promise is that we are walking with every person we encounter to experience the presence of Christ. Know that we are praying for you guys. Ask that you continue to pray for us, and we will see you next week. Godspeed.
Bye.
You've been listening to the St. Thomas Aquinas Weekly Update. We hope you've enjoyed the show. We'll be back soon. But in the meantime, reach out to us on Facebook and Instagram at STA Dallas and visit the website at www.stadallas.org.